Selling a house you can't physically be in feels harder than it actually is. And I want to walk you through in real detail what it looks like because not knowing is actually scarier than it really is. And this comes up pretty frequently with families I work with, especially those that are coming out of state that are managing exactly this. And they try to sell home somewhere else while they're trying to get settled here. So let's walk through it step by step. The biggest concern that I hear, I wouldn't call it a fear, but it's a version of this. How do we get ready to sell it if we're not even there? Staging, repairs, showings, all that feels impossible to manage from 1,000 miles away. But right behind that is, something that people seem to worry about a little bit more. What if something goes wrong in the house while it's sitting empty and nobody notices it in time? That's a fair question, and it's usually solved with a simple check-in schedule from someone local, whether it's a neighbor, even possibly a property manager, a friend, or the real estate agent handling the sale. It doesn't take much. You just want a separate set of eyes, a regular set of eyes on your property. And here's the truth, it is genuinely manageable, but it does require the right people on the ground. And that's usually the piece people don't have yet when they're ready to list. And I'm not going to say that the fear is irrational because coordinating a sale you can't physically oversee can be a real challenge, but it's a solvable one. And most people don't realize how solvable it is until they see it happen. When I work with people and I'm communicating with an agent somewhere else in the country, we're constantly in communication with each other. So I'd say that a lot of this anxiety is probably front loaded and it does require the right people, but it's the heaviest in the weeks before anything actually happens. Because once the process is, once you've got it generally underway with a real team, with a real plan, most people will pretty much tell you that a lot of your concerns kind of just fade away and they're just replaced with, regular updates and, decisions that you have to make. Typically, you want to start with the right local agent, you know, who knows where your home is, someone that's experienced. You probably want somebody that probably lives relatively close by so that they can go and check on your home in a moment's notice. From there comes, an honest video walkthrough, so the decisions on the repairs or staging or anything else that you are concerned about or that you don't agree to can eliminate any of the guesswork. Don't just take a phone call and just assume that everything's okay. You want to know what the space actually looks like. And once that's settled, stages, the needed repairs, even cleaning, are handled by local people. You know, the photos and the updates that you can get sent along the way, that helps ease your mind a lot better. Then, once a home goes on the market, showings basically run entirely through the local agent. And it often is a help when a home is empty because then a last minute agent or a last minute client is able to schedule a showing pretty quickly. And from that point on, you're basically just communicating with the agent or your team and you're reviewing contracts and offers either over the phone or by video and wherever you happen to be sitting at the time. But most of what needs to happen in person can be handled by a local team that you trust. And walking through everything on your video, or you're never guessing what's happening to your home. Staging can be set up without you being present, and they can send photos and an estimate for anything that needs to be done. Something else that might be of value to you if you don't already have it, if you have a app on your phone for your sprinkler system, if you have a sprinkler system, you can monitor that. And some of these apps are really good. I have one that monitors the weather and doesn't run when it rains and stuff like that. And then also an app for your thermostat or any lights or anything else that you have that you can monitor on a regular basis. You know, like I said, there's going to be a time zone difference. So, but we're in the United States, so it's not going to be more than a couple hours. But you're still going to be involved in every decision. You're just not going to be holding, a paintbrush and trying to touch up any paint or anything like that. So I genuinely say a good local team is going to be perfect for you. And whether you want someone to over communicate or under communicate, that's your choice. Remember, you're the boss. This is your home. And doing it from a distance while watching it happen through photo or video calls, it can feel kind of strange at first, but people don't, expect it. And a few clients, have told me that it's like watching somebody else's life get packed up and moved on. But that's a normal feeling, and it's worth looking at that feeling rather than pretending the whole process is just like purely logistical. That's a comment for another day. A couple of things that come up that I see come up pretty frequently, not almost every time, but how do the proceeds get transferred to you? Everything's handled through the title company in Texas. And, if you're already here, then, they can issue wiring instructions and so on and so forth. You can do, you can sign contracts and everything. Usually they want wet ink contracts signed. So you would have a courier that is sent by the title company to sign the contract and make sure everything is done to any location that you're at, whether you're at work or you're at your new home or even in a hotel room. You know, it's no different than when you're sitting in a room. And I have done this, I can't tell you how many times, and it's always gone very smooth. There may be a day or so delay with mail or FedEx or whatever it is, or UPS, whoever's delivering it, and depending on whether the title company wants that hard copy right away. But that's logistical and something you can always work out. You know, the mail, the utilities in advance, I would always start thinking about either holding your mail or having it transferred to your new location if you know where it is. All these are really just kind of small loose ends, and a good agent that is working in your previous location where you're leaving, they're going to have a checklist and they're going to know this, and so that nothing really gets left behind for you. And on timing, most homes that are reasonably prepared and priced right in the condition that they're in tend to move faster, sometimes in a few weeks or a couple of months, depends on the location that you're coming from. But being remote inherently does not slow down the entire process. As long as the combination of those things I just mentioned on the ground are solid, you're in good shape. Realistically, your part kind of comes down to a handful of decisions. What are you going to fix? What do you want to leave? What is the price going to be listed at? And which offer are you going to accept? Everything in between is coordination, and that's exactly why a good local team can help you walk through this whole process. Most of the clients spend less than a few hours total on all of this. I mean, it might sound overwhelming, but it's really not. And I think it kind of surprises people once the process gets started. A lot of families that are moving and selling from a distance, they may be downsizing at the same time, which means that you may have to deal with decades of stuff that you kind of got to let go. But generally, a lot of people take care of that stuff before they even move. And usually this gets handled, you can get that handled through estate sale company and somebody that's organized or a professional organizer. You can also photograph anything that you're like unsure about keeping or selling, but leaving it behind and making a couple of different moves can be logistically a little bit tricky. So it adds a step, but if that's kind of what you are thinking about, it would be a step that worth taking. And plenty of families have done this before. And the people who do this work with professionals are used to coordinating this whole thing very seamlessly and very easy. The single figure, maybe one of the single biggest factors is, in making sure that all this runs smoothly is who you have to represent you on the sale of your home. And specifically, how many remote sellers has this person, and I'm talking about the agent now, worked with sellers in the same situation? Because if you're working with somebody that's super busy and this is really not in their wheelhouse, then you probably need to keep looking. I maintain relationships with several agents across the country, people that I've worked with in this exact same situation. So I know how they work, they know how I work, and um, you know, and it's because I've worked with numerous transactions over time. And if you've watched this video that I've done on realistic timelines, the same honesty applies here. A home in good condition, priced right, typically sells within a similar window, whether you're standing in the driveway or whether you're somewhere remote and or 1,000 miles away. The agent's competence matters far more than your physical presence does, I can assure you. And a family I worked with that sold their home in Michigan, yeah, I believe it was Michigan. They moved here in Flower Mound, and I think they were nervous about this the whole time, but they didn't say. They were concerned that the house was sitting empty. They were worried about missing something that was far away, and they worried about a pipe bursting and stuff. And those are all legitimate fears, right? But we kind of walked through all of those steps through a video. The agent was sending photos constantly. They coordinated with someone that I'd worked with before, and that house, it sold in less than 2 weeks. I don't know the exact date, but the husband, as we were kind of walking through the whole process, he's like, "Wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be." But at the same time, it is your house, and you are concerned about it because you want things to go right, you want things to go smoothly, and over, you don't want to lose a whole lot of sleep over this deal. So if this is a piece that's kind of been holding you back, I understand why, because distance does make a difference to a lot of people. And if you want to walk through this and kind of actually talk about a specific home or a specific timeline, there's a link below on a Calendly link. Let's get together. Let's have a conversation, 30 minutes long, no obligation, no commitment, just try to give you a clearer picture of what's going on. I'm Chris Hooper with Chris Hooper Realty. I'll see you next time.